Thank you very much, ET, for inviting us. I'll share my presentation in English only, but as we are, meeting here in Ahmedabad with the regional summit on MSMEs powered by ET. So આપ સર્વનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર for giving us an opportunity આપ સર્વની સામે આવી અને વાત કરવા માટે થઈને. આજે સવારથી જ આ માઇકમાં થોડો પ્રોબ્લેમ ચાલે છે. નો વરી. આપણે એટલું ડિસ્ટન્સ રાખીશું કે હું બોલું તો તમે સમજી શકો એટલા માટે. Though my topic is different than what main speaker or panelist has discussed, but it is an integral part of the MSMEs. When we talk about MSMEs, especially in Gujarat and when the regional edition, in Gujarat, every city, every taluka has their own SMEs. Take Jamnagar, take Bhavnagar, take Rajkot, take Morbi, take Surat, take Kadi. All the industries name would be different, but every unit is an MSMEs unit. You take cotton industry, you take textile industry, ceramic industry, or you say brass industry, shipbreaking industries. So by definition, MSMEs in Gujarat is very large, as what our earlier speaker has also said. I represent MCX, which is Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited. We are the listed entity and we work on the commodity futures. Normal case, it is very easy for you to understand various industry related, production related, government policy related issues. But when we say MSMEs, we generally are not well versed with the risk. My earlier speaker has talked about currency risk or say competitive risk. But the major risk which MSMEs or any industries faces is the raw material risk or price risk. So when we are ill, we take an insurance for our health, for life, non-life. But as an industry, have you ever thought about taking insurance for my raw material? I think no. We never think of, because we are not well versed with the hedging mechanism available in India in form of MCX base metal contract. So in allotted time of 15 minutes, I try to give you the glimpse of how metal hedging can be done on exchange platform. What are the contract available to you? Meanwhile, if you have any further query or want to conduct a special session on with any of the association, our prime objective is to make you well versed about the hedging mechanism. And so today I'm here. Once again, thank you, ET, for inviting us. Basically, when we say base metal complex, it is it's a non-ferrous complex. Basically, we deal in aluminum, copper, lead, nickel, and zinc. These are the 5 base metal in which we are dealing, which is in a larger industrial application. You might be aware you might not have the direct access with those kind of raw material. Wow. The availability of this as the most important part is, when we run an industry, for us, everything is easy, but gauging the price or price fluctuation in my raw material, it is very, very, dicey for me. I really don't know how the prices will move. Sometimes people always feel that due to future exchange, the prices in metal are now more fluctuative, but we'll give you the mirror image. Internationally also, if any of your any industry unit present here in this room can have an exposure of any of the metal, you might be aware the prices which are a factor which are affecting the prices of your raw material. They are the international prices. Majorly we are driven by the international prices, where we order some raw material, their prices is X, and when it arrived in India, prices is Y. So our bottom line is always at stress. So how to mitigate this risk? There are so many other parameters also. These are the parameters which has the make effect on your raw material prices are. Hedging. We called it in our parlance is an insurance. Insurance is for what? Insurance is for your raw material prices, your sell prices, or your input prices. In a normal definition, when we say hedging, is only for the purpose of to protect your margin. You can use our platform. This presentation has around 32 slides, but in nutshell, if we say hedging means insurance. Insurance means if I'm a producer, if I want to purchase a raw material, I got a contract of say some large company, and I want to supply them certain parts of it, and I'm using copper or aluminum, though Ahmedabad is being a major market for aluminum. If I wanted to give them an aluminum at the fixed price, So what is choice for me? Either I can procure the entire raw material when I got an order, or I can purchase it on the exchange platform that is available on MCX. You can hedge your price risk. How it will happen? The value chain, how this metal market or the raw material market is started from the mining. Metals comes from the mining to refiner to producer, or in that big, again, in metal also recycle is another industry. So when we talk about any of the raw material which you are consuming, especially in metal segment, these are the value chain participants starting from the miner, refiner and producer. Recycler is also have their own say in the metal market also. Why we need a hedging, or what is the role of MCX is, you need an efficient price discovery, platform for hedging, and scope for the delivery. If you wanted to have a delivery from exchange platform, that also you can take it from MCX. This is very important slide. If you are a consumer of any of the metal, 5 base metal which I have discussed, that is copper, zinc, lead, nickel and aluminum, I will try to tell you the price fluctuation in your raw material. You can see in 2016, 17, 14%, 95 is a price fluctuation. To 1672, 2023, you can see the annual volatility in any of your raw material. If aluminum is your raw material, these are the price fluctuations. So moral of the story, if you are a consumer of an aluminum, you wanted to have a turnover of 100 crore, you are exposed to the risk of volatility, that is 28.71 crore. Reason being, we are not fixing our input prices or raw material prices. That is where we are exposed to the risk of price fluctuation. I have taken the same example of copper, where you can see the volatility from 2016 to 2023, that is around 21.58%. I'm not trying to, make you afraid of it, but I am trying to make you more comfortable how the hedging can be useful to you. This is what an example I try to give. So again, when we say you have two choice, we have a two choice. Okay, these are our raw material prices. This year we're not able to make, but next year we'll make. Oh, it's in a traditional business, so we'll accommodate it. Thai jase badhu em, routine. But sometimes the fluctuation is so high, it get on a massive hit on our bottom line. So how to mitigate that risk? That is via hedging. And the hedging comes is nothing, it's in a jargon, which generally people say that we don't know hedging. We don't deal in a future exchange, but I am only trying to tell you, I have given an example of a short hedge in our parlance, but in a normal terms, when you are trying to fix up your input price is fixed, but your sell price, if you are not able to fix the sell price, you can use our platform. I am trying to give you an example. If you wanted to have a buy raw material, sell exchange platform, the moment you offload your goods in a physical market or you deliver the order, you square up the exchange position. So in that scenario, this is a mathematical calculation. The moment you lock your prices with the margin of 5%, you don't need to use on entire your CC or don't need to increase your inventory. You simply need to hedge, you have to simply book in a future contract on exchange. And you can, by virtue of say 10% of margin, you can book the value. You can start making the raw material or goods in which you are getting an order of it. And when the order is ready, you can sell it in the market by squaring up the position in exchange. Moral of the story, when you are in a risk of increase in price, or you are not sure about which price my raw material will be sold, you can use our platform via tool of hedging. Another example I have given is when your input price, means your raw material cost, is not fixed, especially when you are importing something and then you got an order. So in that case, your input price is not fixed, you are exposed to the major risk, that is an increase in price or decrease in price. Anything related to increase and decrease of your raw material price is straight away addressed by the way of hedging. I have tried to give another example is, suppose you are an importer of some raw material, what risk we are carrying is, our risk is we are falling the price. I have booked copper or aluminum, it's a price of 100 rupees. If it is 100, that is fine. But when you lend it in India, it prices goes down. What should I do? Similarly, I have an inventory with me. I am not able to sell my goods. So where do I hedge? You can hedge on the exchange platform, that is on an exchange. In both the cases, we have to only understand this platform can be used only by SMEs, and it can be used by SMEs only for the hedging purpose, not for the trading purpose. Our major agenda and our major request to all the industry participants is, when we do hedging, we should hedge our position whatsoever amount of physical goods we brought in, and that should be the quantum fixed for the hedging. Some people do 50% hedging, 50% open raw material they do. So my main point is, when we have an excess of any of the risk, input or output risk, you are not able, you have an inventory, sell on exchange, MCX is there 24/7 as a buyer and seller for you. Recently, we have a 5 contract for metal. Arey wah. Hedge. Perfect hedge. Correct. Not hedged. Anyway. We'll forget about the screen. I think I'll deliver more specific when I am talking to you. We have a 5 contract to hedge. One is copper, one is aluminum, lead, zinc, and nickel. For MSMEs, recently we have launched the mini contract in aluminum, zinc, and lead. We called it, for MSMEs, mini hai to mumkin hai, your hedging is. Because our major contract for aluminum is having 5 metric ton, while mini has only 1 metric ton. So any of the industry has an exposure of aluminum, but the quantum is less, you can hedge in our aluminum mini. Our major mega contract for zinc is say 5 metric ton. And if you have not have a 5 metric ton monthly exposure, you can have 1 metric ton of zinc mini. Similarly, lead also 5 ke samne 1 metric ton ka contract we have. Similarly, copper we have a 2.5 metric ton, and nickel we have a 1.5 metric ton of contract. For your information, earlier our contract was not based for the deliveries, but now from exchange platform, you can get deliveries of the metal contract also, where the major delivery center. So when we deal with the future exchanges, we have to understand where we get the delivery. Suppose if I am an aluminum buyer, I want to take a delivery from the exchange, where should I got? Generally, Ahmedabad padtu madse, but no, it's not Ahmedabad padta, because for future exchange, the major delivery center for us in aluminum is Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Nickel, we have in Mumbai, Maharashtra, Thane. Lead, we have a Chennai. Copper, majorly our center is in Thane, except aluminum and lead, which is in a center based not in Thane. So when you want to take delivery, you will get the delivery as per the contract specification. Similarly, the size of a contract, when you go for the copper, if I get the opportunity to show you, I'll tell you which kind of deliveries which we are going to give you is. So when we say aluminum, you'll get the primary ingot, copper is a cathode, lead is an ingot, nickel, primary nickel cathode, and zinc will got an ingot. So this kind of a material if you wanted to have delivery from the exchange platform. Moral of the story, this can be elaborated to any of our individual associations also, or with the Chamber of Commerce also. We can keep on conducting various awareness sessions for the participant who try to have an exposure in any of the industry. Even gems and jewelry industry can be also can participate on exchange platform. But today MSMEs are major concept. So I try to always say, when you protect your input cost, we generally always say bottom line, but we try to ignore if we don't have a hedging tool with us. When we, in our earlier speaker also say international trade practice, international market, when we say we should not only focus for the international for per se of production and all, for what to adapt procedure they adapt to protect the risk. One of the risk is raw material risk. So for that you can always hedge on the exchange platform. MCX has our regional office in Gandhinagar Gift City. We as a team, we always try, we are very much keen to address all the industry participants to make you understand about how hedging works. It's in a subject which can, we can talk about it for 1 hour or more than that. But it's a glimpse, just a glimpse given to you. If you feel you have a risk to your raw material prices, if you have a risk of sold out product also, you can always come and hedge on our platform. This, especially our all mini contract, is also meant only for the MSMEs, because we get so many feedback from the industry because of your stopped mini contract. We are not able to hedge ourselves, because every industry didn't have then a 5 ton metric ton monthly consumption of any of the metal. So it is always better if we keep our contract lesser. And with this lesser contract, you can come and hedge on our platform, sir. Hedging has so many plus minus. Now under the Income Tax Act 43(5), you can claim your profit and loss come from the hedging with your business income and loss also. That is a recent amendment. It's not, I cannot say recent, it's a long time amendment. Generally MSME didn't hedge, so they never come into the they never come for this kind of a scenario. But if you hedge, hedging is not for the profit making, it is just for to make you make yourself comfortable when you lock your input price, or if you wanted to sell your product. Sometimes we say supplier, when prices goes up, your supplier will say, no, I will not give you the same prices. With the tool of hedging, you can fix up the market related price, whatever prevalent prices of that raw material, you can supply it to them. Similarly, when you don't find any buyer, MCX is there opening from 9 to 11:30 in night, who can become a seller or buyer for your product. So use this platform. This is a future exchange, sir, where you can hedge, lock your position within a margin of 10%, and then you can carry forward your position. And end of the month, it is your choice to give the delivery, take the delivery, or you wanted to square it up. So this is how the hedging tool available to all the SMEs. So I hope with minimum time given to me are able to make yourself understand. So thank you very much for giving me a time. Thank you very much.